our presentation is titled The Fight Against COVID-19. This is for the grade kindergarten. Our unit involves scaffolding kindergartners in comprehending how to prevent the spread of harmful germs and viruses, why prevention is important, and how this connects with the COVID-19 pandemic. So these are our standards and objectives. Going from left to right, we have the California Common Core State Standards, the California English Language Development Standards, and the California Health Standards. The ones highlighted in blue go hand in hand with each other and same as the pink. And these standards represent some of our objectives, which is our language objective, which is students will complete sentences using a sentence frame and word bank. Our social skills objective, which is the students will participate greeting people by name. Students will also participate in group activity share activities by drawing and answering questions with peers. And lastly, our health objective, which is the students will be able to demonstrate how to effectively wash their hands with or without the hand washing song, and or with or without prompts.
For our method of teaching, we will be using an interactive daily worksheet about the global pandemic, which they can access through either online Seesaw platform or printed copy at home. The worksheets will become a book by the end of the week. The worksheets will tap into students' background knowledge and use the realia. There will be visuals and audio options with QR codes to support our English learners and students with disability. To link into their prior experience, students will be asked if in their native language there is a song they sing to help them wash their hands. For example, in Spanish, there is a song called Pimpones el Muñeco that goes over hand washing.
So, how we mentioned before, it will be breaking up into 4 days. On the first day, 5 days. On the first day, we will be showing an introduction, video of introduction. And this video will be about 3 minutes, in which it talks about the coronavirus, and it holds information that we will get into talk about a little bit closer throughout the 5 days. After that, we will do a vocabulary preview of the vocabulary words that we're going to be targeting and teaching them. Here's a list of those words under the vocabulary list. Under the slide presented to the children, that's what they would see. So on the first slide, they're first going to be introduced to the word with a visual. And then in the second slide, we're going to give them the visual with the word. Next slide.
Okay, on day 2, the teacher will review vocabulary words like global and pandemic with the students by asking what they remember from the previous lesson. So students will raise their hand and take turns sharing what they recall from the previous vocabulary review. While the teacher informally assesses their understanding, teacher will annotate on the slide students' idea of what they recall. After they've defined the vocabulary words, the teacher will read the sentence, and the teacher will elaborate on the vocabulary word global and discuss how many of us and our families are from different parts of the world. The teacher will share where she is from and ask students to share what parts of the world their family is from. Participating in virtual reality, students will share where their family is from, and the teacher can point it out on a map.
On day 3, the teacher will begin by reviewing the vocabulary words virus, pandemic, shelter in place, and COVID-19. Then the teacher will transition to the activity and tell the students that because the virus makes people sick, we have to stay home and shelter in place. You stay home to protect others from COVID-19. The students will be prompted to access 2 pages from their weekly materials. a COVID-19 worksheet, and a mask worksheet. The teacher will screen share the pages to avoid any confusion. If they do not have a printed copy, the teacher will have a digital copy on Seesaw. On the first page, they will be prompted to draw a picture of activities they do at home with their family. After they draw the picture, they will write one sentence that correlates to one of the activities they drew. During this time, the teacher will display sentence frames and other vocabulary words in a word bank that students can use in their sentence. When they are finished writing and drawing, the students will be paired up in breakout rooms, and then they will share their drawings and their sentences with a peer. After a couple of minutes, they will move on to the mask worksheet. The teacher will ask the students if they wear masks to keep safe. The teacher will then ask students how a mask keeps them safe. The goal is to have them comprehend that it keeps most germs inside of the mask and helps prevent spreading germs. By wearing a mask, they can help everyone stay safe. The teacher will then model the appropriate way to wear a mask.
On day 4, we'll be covering social distancing, and we're going to go ahead and make that fun. We'll have a coloring page for social distancing, measuring 6 feet apart, and then playing with their hands, so stretching them out to see how far the distance is of 6 feet, and that's how we should remain in distance with other people that are not in our household. This lesson will include lots of stretching, lots of movement, lots of fun activities, so they know how to stay 6 feet apart. And then on day 5, we'll go ahead and put it all together. We will be listening to a song. We'll go ahead and teach step-by-step instructions on how to properly wash hands. We'll go over, doing the hand soap, how to dry them, how to rub them together, and then to help them out and make sure that they're washing their hands for at least 20 seconds. They will learn this song. And there's also a video on here that of a little girl showing step-by-step how they can wash their hands in each step. After all of this is complete, every single worksheet that we have done will be either stapled together or hole punched with some string on it to be made into a reading book that they can share with their families. We will provide QR codes for the families to translate in whatever language they have at home in order for the family to participate with the students about reading this book, and that way they can share with their siblings that are not in school about how to social distance, how to wear masks, and how to properly wash their hands. That's it. Thank you very much.